This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Perich, and you are listening to the Capes and the Lunatic Sidekicks podcast.
What about our Quasar podcast, The Quantum Zone?
What about our Quasar podcast?
Wendell Vaughn, the first Earthman ever appointed Protector of the Universe. Bonded to the energy-transforming quantum bands that are both weapons and symbols of his station, he fights an ongoing battle to defend all life in the universe from cosmic evil as Quasar. Sorry to tell you, Bunky, but he's not bonded to the quantum bands this episode. Welcome back to the Quantum Zone, episode 123. I am Phil. Joining me as always, master of the Quantum Zone.
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
And master of the helium balloons, it is.
This is Matt. There's a balloon above my head.
I see that.
You may have seen the movie.
It was for a birthday in May, but you know what? I'm getting my balloon's worth. So it stays up there until it comes down.
I was going to say, yeah. Have you seen the movie about his life? You know, Up?
Oh.
All right, so news. Well, I'm getting a bunch of. We're almost back to pre-pandemic comic novels. Although I think most of what I give them tomorrow is DC, but in 3 Marvel books. I saw a link. I know theaters around here have been. They say you can rent the theater for you and 19 of your friends for $50, and I put up
what?
Yeah, I guess they're hurting for business that bad. Yeah, you can for $50 you can rent out a theater for 20 people and watch a movie. Yeah.
That's like 2 movie tickets sometimes, you know.
Yeah. And my response was creeping death.
I know, it was almost immediate. I swear, he never responds immediately, but then this morning he's just like, creeping death! I'm like, well, that's why they let you do 20. It's like, social distancing. Creeping death!
Still creeping death.
Yeah.
You just slightly lowered the odds of creeping death.
Okay, well, what movie, if you could have any movie in that theater, would you take the chance on and go see it in the theater?
Ooh.
Anything.
Is that part of the deal? They let you pick?
No, I don't know, but I'm just saying what movie would entice him to get it. I don't know if it's just new stuff.
Okay, well, there's my favorite movie, and then there's the movie I'd probably want to see in there.
Ooh.
And my favorite movie. Everybody is they're like, but you're a nerd. Why is that your favorite movie? I'm like, I love Rio Bravo.
Oh.
John Wayne,
Okay.
Ricky Nelson, Dean Martin. It's awesome. I just love the movie. It's just a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
But it would probably have to be Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and that 40th year anniversary is right now or recently.
Yeah,
This is
that's right.
the year.
This is the year. 40 years ago. Wow.
Yeah.
You belong in the clouds with us.
That's not true. I am your father.
No!
Yeah, I would try to think of maybe a movie that I never saw in theaters that would be cool to see in a big screen, or maybe a movie that I saw in theaters as a kid that left an impression on me. So it takes some thinking.
You know what I never saw in the theater that I wish I had that might be worth it? Batman Mask of the Phantasm.
I actually saw that in the theaters. That was she was like, this is a cartoon. I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna go see it.
That's the one that always comes up in my head. They're like, what what did you never see in the theater you wanted to see? I'm like, Batman Mask of the Phantasm.
That came to a real cool independent theater as a midnight movie, and I wanted to see it, but it was one of those things where it was either a long day or an early morning the next day, and I was like, I want to see this at midnight, but I would have to corral some people to go and to convince me to go, and it just didn't end up panning out. And then the world blew up. So
what you're saying is you wanted to go see it, but it was a long, dark night.
It was. But Mask of the Phantasm is on Netflix now.
I know. Well, I have it on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I was going to copy of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. The Boys.
That's a great series. That's a great series. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember showing that series. Well, not that.
I know.
My sons, yes. And I may have showed it to him too early because it's got some pretty intense scenes in it, because they were like, Phantasm scared them. And it was.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's often mobsters. I mean, he drops the statue on that one guy in the cemetery.
Yeah. And apparently I hear about it because, Phantasm's scary. You scarred us, Dad. So I apparently scarred my kids.
I thought you were a Southern dad. Aren't you? Like, I didn't know I was raising no sissies.
I'm different than I live in Northwest Arkansas, so we're suburban.
I believe in evolution.
That's right, I do.
Yeah, no, Luca and I have been watching Batman Beyond. We're on season 2. We're like halfway through season 2, maybe. Yeah, he likes it.
That's a really good show, but there was a part of me that just was like, that's Spider-Man. Okay.
Oh, Spider-Man 2099, maybe. Yeah. Oh, there's so much stuff in there. Yeah, I mean, do you ever see that one episode? Is it season 1 where those three scientists get superpowers, and it's kind of like a Fantastic Four knockoff?
I kind of remember that. I remember loving the was it Ink? Was that
yes, yeah, that's Luca's favorite character, too. Yeah,
that was cool. But there was as much as I love the animated series, I really didn't like the relationship they established between Barbara Gordon and Batman. I didn't like that. Yeah,
where they kind of dated. Yeah, I mean, what was that movie, Mystery of the Batwoman or something? Yeah, they were kind of started dating there. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Oh, and don't even get me started on the Killing Joke animated movie. Ugh.
Yeah,
they were doing it on that roof. Yeah. It's just creepy. It's like an older guy dating his best friend's daughter.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. It's very weird. Very, very weird.
I don't know why they did.
But, I mean, the animated series is awesome. I mean, it's still influences stuff today.
That's what I said. It's like kids can watch it. Adults get something out of it, too.
Yeah. And then they started with the Superman.
Animated, yeah.
Animated. Because there's just like whole, what do they call it? The Zinniverse, I guess. The cartoons that started with Batman the Animated Series.
Oh, is it the Timverse, the Bruce Timm?
Timverse, yeah. Then Justice League.
Yeah, there was 2 seasons of Justice League. Then it went Justice League
International or Justice League
Unlimited. Yeah. And they brought in a ton of characters there. Yeah. Then you had Batman Beyond. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Pretty interesting. And then they're bringing Mask of the Phantasm into continuity, aren't they?
I think so. I think there was some. I thought there was some Batman Beyond comic miniseries where they kind of already had that character or something.
So I think I remember seeing it maybe in Tom King's Batman and Catwoman.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. I think he's doing something with that there too. Yeah.
I mean, and that was quite spoilers for a 30-year-old movie at this point. Yeah. So don't listen if you want to know the end of Batman Mask of the Phantasm.
Yeah, right.
But the ending of that was just so kind of unexpected.
But it's I know, because just, the way she was with the Joker, but we know the Joker shows up again.
Yeah. So
Batman.
What is it? Yeah, exactly. What does it all mean? Matt, can you tell us what it means? Please tell me.
There was I'm trying to figure out what it is, but there was a comic only sequel to Mask of the Phantasm.
Oh, I did not know this.
Yeah. Let's see.
What was it called?
That's what I'm trying to look up, because I remember listening to a podcast about it. And then
that's what I got to do. I got to whoever wants to join in, I got to do a live watch of Batman Mask of the Phantasm and get Ray in here with us, because I don't know if he's ever saw it.
That'd be cool.
Batman.
I know you're excited. Oh my god! But yeah, you're talking about all this Superman and stuff. My favorite episode of that Superman animated series was, of course, Batman related. Batman goes missing, and so Superman takes his place. He puts the suit on and stuff. So him and Robin go looking for Batman, and they're interrogating the Penguin in his office, and Robin's like, kick over the desk. And Superman's like, what? He's like, kick over the desk. And Superman like almost puts the desk through the wall. It's such great because then like they counter Bane and he's like upped his venom and stuff, so he thinks he's like gonna easily crush Batman, but it's really Superman. Then he scares
There was a movie, wasn't there? Superman, Batman,
yes,
versus Luthor and Joker. Oh my God, the boys had that thing on repeat. Like,
yeah, I think it's the Batman Superman
times.
movie. Yeah. Because then when they first meet, Batman just like flips Superman over his shoulder. So Superman like X-rays his mask. He's like, "Oh, you're Bruce Wayne." So
dang it!
I know. Well, then Batman puts a tracker on him and like follows him home, and Superman Clark sees him out his window, and Batman just like.
Makes me want to watch those. I need to watch those again. I'll have to give it to the boys.
I know.
We want to watch as soon as as soon as they decide to spend a few hours over here. We want to watch all of Dragon Ball Z.
Ooh,
because that's just awesome. We're gonna rewatch Samurai Jack, and then the new movie that the final season that came out, season 5, and finish that off. I've got it here at the house. I'm like, guys, it's been here for months. I really want to watch this.
Yeah.
When are we gonna do this thing? And they're like, yeah, we'll get there.
Well, that's like I was talking to Luke. I think I got him talked into it. I saw this thing online because all the Flash and all those shows don't come back till January now. Mm-hmm. That are like. Maybe I said, hey, we're going to rewatch every episode. He's like, yeah, because like I saw online, it's like if you start now and do like a season a month, I mean, you'll because there's been 6 seasons so far, so you'll hit season 6 in December, and then boom, it starts in January.
And that's only like an episode a day. So that's an episode.
Yeah, not even because I think a full season's only like 22 episodes or something. So that's easily accomplished.
You do that standing on your head, right?
Yeah. All right, everyone. Is that enough DC in your Marvel podcast?
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. So should we get to this issue?
Yes.
Let's do it.
For a fistful of Quasar.
Oh, that's your great fistful of dollars theme there that you had earlier.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, hey, Will Western.
There we go.
Instead of Master of the Quantum Zone, I think it's going to be like the Duke himself, Will Allred.
I'm not much of a John Wayne fan in particular, but I just love that movie. So,
I think my favorite Western is Back to the Future 3.
That's a good one too.
Clint Eastwood. All right. Anyway, so tonight, Quasar 45. We were waiting for you. Kona's like, he's like, look, there's Quasar without the bands, but he looks kind of happy with the bands up in the corner box there.
Yeah, he does. It's much happier with the bands than without.
Yeah.
All right. So, Quasar 45 from April 1993. Battleground Earth.
Actually, I believe that to bring this back on target, or back to where we started, I think Mask of the Phantasm came out in 93, like December.
I think, yeah.
So we're close.
Man, this makes me feel old. This is before, Mask of the Phantasm even. Jeez.
Yeah.
But Battleground Earth, I was going to say, isn't that a movie? That was Battlefield Earth or
Battlefield,
whatever?
yes.
Yeah.
Travolta.
Scientology film.
Yeah.
But this was not created by Scientologists that I know of. It was written by Mark Grunwald, writer. Grant Meam and David and Dan Day, guest artists. We had 3 guest artists, so.
Wow.
Yeah, don't expect consistent art. Rick Parker, letterer. Paul Beckton, colorist. Mike Rockwitz, editor. Ralph Macchio, group editor. Tom DeFalco, editor-in-chief. So we got 3. We have 3 artists and 3 editors. So.
I think Grant is the penciler and Dave and Dan were the inkers.
I'm not sure. Okay. So I was going to say, I joked, but the art didn't seem to like get too, it didn't seem to differ. So, okay. All right. Remember where we're at. Quagmire disappeared and Quasar's facing this giant.
Oh, speaking of that, did you do the research?
Oh, no, I did not, but that's what the internet's for.
That's what the internet's for.
I believe it was, wasn't it New Warriors 32?
I think it was New Warriors.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yes. Forces of Darkness, Forces of Light, Act 1. Crawling to the Shadows.
So that's why he disappeared last issue. He shows up over in New Warriors.
Yeah, because they usually do. Or is this is there a synopsis? No, not written yet. See if I can find one. Yeah, because I think, what was it? Somebody was like bringing together all the Dark Force users or whatever.
Because I think they had Cloak, Silhouette from New Warriors.
Yeah. And they got a bunch of the villains or whatever together.
Yeah, he was part of the Mansion Siege. He kind of got brain damage.
Oh, is it at Blackout?
Blackout, yeah.
Because there was a couple of those Blackout guys. Mm-hmm. Oh, maybe if I went on newwarriors.com. This is a big one. Oh, yeah, because Cloak gets taken of Cloak and Dagger fame. This is such a
Shroud's another guy that uses Dark Force.
Yes. Oh, this is such a 90s issue. Spider-Man's in here. Archangel. Oh, yeah. Doctor Strange. Oh, yeah. But I don't see Quagmire unless he's in the next issue or something. But yeah, I mean, there's a big whole thing with the Dark Force going on. Unimportant to our conversation.
Check out the New Warriors podcast coming soon to learn more about that.
Oh, don't tempt me, Kona. All right. All right. But yes.
Night thrashings, we'll call it.
Oh!
And only do episodes at 3 a.m. while people can't sleep. They're thrashing in their bed.
Welcome back to Night Thrashers. All right. But remember, Quasar was still in North Carolina because Earth somewhere in North Carolina. Quasar's looking up at this giant black hand. Oh, great. That degenerate Quagmire disappears, and suddenly this antibody creature he seemed to have a symbiotic relationship with grows to the size of a house. And Quasar takes off in the air. Not about to let him smack me.
I'll do this. Blasted New Yorkers. Why can't they just keep these super types to themselves?
I may not have my quantum bands anymore.
During the Infinity War, Quasar's existence was temporarily suspended, and he lost his immovable quantum bands at that time. Movable Mike.
Thank you, Mike. But this Starbrand tattoo gives me a few reasonably cool attributes.
Run while we can!
Never eat here again.
Hey!
Because they're all
burgers.
Running. Yeah, McBurgers. Have it your way. Number of
zillions served.
600 zillion.
Wow. That must be a good quarter.
Does Quasar have a rip in the center of his logo? Is he just crushed out?
It just looks orange for some reason there. Yeah, I don't know why.
Maybe it's a McBurger's top secret sauce stain.
Oh,
that's probably what it is.
So
really just 1,000 out of interest.
But he flies back down and flies through the antibody. Not only can I fly, but I'm stronger than a mule team. Let me see if I can use that power to knock the fight out of Mr. Big Britches. And whoa, I went through him. I expected him to be solid. And it splits into two. What in the hole's closing up and the chunk of black gunk I punched out is taking human form. This is not good. How am I supposed to subdue the giant if every poke I take at him results in a clone? A clone that seems to share the same general hostility the oversized original does. What's your problem, buddy? If not for me, you'd still be a part of your big brother. As the giant's just stepping on McBurgers. Alright. Who wants to be my Russian scientist?
Go for it, Matt.
Because in the realm of potential energy called the quantum zone and the podcast, a lone figure mars the pristine emptiness of non-space. His name is Sergei Krylov, though he refers to himself by the title The Presence. By whatever name, he's an exceedingly unhappy man. For months now, he has been suspended in the featureless void, having been exiled there by Quasar after attacking Quasar's now deceased mentor, Eon.
Way back in issue number 20.
Oh my god, that was like the beginning of Cosmos and Collision.
Memorable Mike.
How long since we've been there? Jeez.
Been a while.
A Russian mutant who lives on radioactive decay. Krylov is not bothered by the lack of food, water, or air. It is merely boredom that threatens his well-being. He lies in wait, hoping to catch a glimpse of Quasar when he passes through the realm in a space-warping quantum jump. Good luck there right now. He has yet to see him. The problem is, Quasar never remains long enough in the zone for Krylov to locate. But now at last he sees something, a speck of color violating the whiteness. As quickly as he knows how, he propels himself toward it.
Hands. Humanoid. Severed? No. It seems to be surrounded by a nimbus of energy. It is not Quasar's hand. I do not see his distinctive bracelets. This may be the exit from the contemptible dimension I've been searching for all this time. I will pull through this hand, through the nimbus. It is pulling me back.
Gets pulled through a portal.
I am free. You are not Quasar. Who are you?
I'm Neutron, 4th Lieutenant in Her Majestic Lilian Melandra's Imperial Guard of the Shi'ar Imperium. Are you Kree, Earthling, or otherwise?
I am of Earth, though my allegiance is to no nation or individual thereupon. You speak the name Quasar. What do you know of him?
It is Quasar who teleported me here and abandoned me during personal combat.
Cool.
Quasar number 33, Mike again. I managed to thrust my arm into the space warp hole he retreated into. You know of him too?
You look like a Russian guy, Colossus. Oh, sorry. It is Quasar who abandoned me in the dimension into which this warp hole leads.
Whatever else you may be, you are an enemy of my enemy, man of Earth.
Might I propose we pool our resources in order to save ourselves from our mutual predicament?
Yes, and exact justice upon the one responsible for our dishonorable treatment.
Back on Earth. Quasar's got the little antibody in a full Nelson in midair. So come on, short stuff. Tell me, what is it you and your giant brother want? Please? I think you're related to that foot-tall antibody I saw in that other universe.
Issue 31. Back issue Crazy Mike.
Man, you got the editor's notes this time. But he was a nice little imp that helped out a nice guy. How did you guys get here? And what's going to get you to stop running amok?
All of you back. Move it. Behind the line.
Who the heck is that blonde guy in the cape? Thor?
And Quasar's still just talking to anybody. You're not being cooperative, and you're not a tenth the menace the giant is. Let's see if I can get you out of harm's way. And he grabs his wrist and... Not sure how strong the star brand makes me. High time I learned. 1, 2, 3, lift!
Holy, will you look at that?
I'm doing it. He's off the ground. Man, why'd I want to give that my quantum bands back? I'm not good at using brute force.
Where's he taking the thing?
If I can manage, I'll tow this thing through the stratosphere and dump it in deep space. And then the arm just breaks off with a...
Lurch.
Oh no! It's falling. People will be crushed. What can I do? The star brand. I've tapped it as pure force once before, but I've got next to no control over it. No choice but to use it and hope that I don't expel too much. Here goes. Just blast it into a bunch of little antibodies. Oh no, I used the right amount of force, all right. The right amount to blast the giant into 100 flying 6-foot clones of itself. This Starbrand business is definitely not going well for me. And somewhere on the other side of the Milky Way, because we're still doing this, there's a spherical starship, its origin yet undefined. It contains a flying shuttle bus built by people called the Skadiamites, a race who in recent weeks was all but exterminated. Inside this shuttle bus are 2 denizens of Earth who have had the misfortune of being shanghaied to Skadiam in recent weeks. Their names? Kayla Ballantyne, who, like Quasar, possesses a portion of the star brand, and her companion, Holly Steckley.
Where are we, Holly? What happened? Are we better off if we were trapped on Skadam, or have we jumped from the frying pan into the fire?
Call me nuts, but I'm glad to be anywhere but that godforsaken planet.
You're nuts. We've been captured by aliens. Who knows what they want us for? Maybe to eat us.
Ooh. Don't be ridiculous. All this technology just to catch a few morsels of food. And then this big, scary-looking Mephisto Iron Man mashup comes in. Oh!
Stay back.
All right, and then in orbit of Earth, even though it doesn't say that. It has taken a month to whittle the 900 million mile journey down to a mere 5 million miles. But these two singular figures have pursued their common goal relentlessly, channeling all the energies at their command into near warp speed propulsion. At long last, the disk of the Earth looms large before them.
Sergei, awaken. We are inside the orbit of Earth's moon.
I've been awakened since past Mars, comrade. Also, can I just stop for a second? You know what he kind of looks like in this, the presence? He looks like a sort of a mashup. Baron von Z3PO.
Nice.
Anyone else see that?
Oh dear!
Now I am within range to begin scanning for our enemy's brain patterns. If Quasar is anywhere within the Earth's biosphere, I shall pinpoint him.
Our alliance has proven most satisfactory. When we find him, we will attack in unison, in order to safeguard against his dispatching us as he had done before.
He cannot tell. Oh yeah, seriously. No,
okay. He cannot teleport us unless he touches us. We must avoid his grasp. Is that still me, or is that?
I
you?
think so. I think it sounds great.
When I am through with him, he will lack the strength to grasp a crutch.
Ooh, snap.
Those fighting words.
Meanwhile, oblivious below. Man, I wish I had my quantum bands. I'd bubble them all up in Q-Force and be done with it. Not so close, guys, as he's swinging that that severed hand. That giant severed hand. Oh, great. The big hand broke up into 4 more of them right after impact. What am I going to do? Think. I start blasting them. They might blow apart into still more dark clones. So what am I supposed to do? Let them make me the squishy center of their flying monkey pow? I would if I could lure all of them into one place again. But I see a bunch of them rampaging below don't seem to share this crew's enthusiasm for stomping me. Whew. If there's any way the situation...
Flying monkeys are cool, by the way.
Whew. If there's any way the situation could be worse, I sure as heck can't see how.
Our quarry is directly below Neutron. Our moment of vengeance is imminent. Let us strike swiftly and savagely.
Agreed. Sergei, I fail to see him.
I do not either.
The ebony beings flying about resemble me more than they do Quasar. They are denizens of your world?
No, I've never seen them before. Back, you mindless multitude. I have no patience for anything but vengeance.
You were able to distinguish a single brain pattern from among the untold many that make up your world populace? But now that we're next to it, you cannot determine...
I've located him. He is up there in the falling mass of ebony beings.
Yes, you are right. It is him. Is he dead?
Brain activity continues.
I had hoped he would put up some sort of struggle as we meted out our retribution.
It does not matter to me. Let us commence.
Look at that panel at the top of the page, like where you guys just read. There's like white spots on Quasar's wrists.
Oh yeah.
Did someone erase?
Like sweatbands, maybe.
Maybe. Hey, he's sweating, man. I was gonna say, did someone draw some quantum bands and did they have to like take them out or something?
I mean, it could also be as a guy who, when I cut my beard, I all of a sudden had a pale neck. It could just be.
Oh, nice.
And lines. That's it.
There you go. Give me even no prize.
Nice. All right. Meanwhile, on the other side of the Milky Way, Quasar's one-time companion, Kismet, leaves orbit.
I am unable to follow it into warp space. The unknown power. Would be
Kayla with the star brand. Michaela.
Which I sensed on this alien world has vanished aboard an unidentified craft. I may never know what repulsed the alien invaders that devastated the world below. Time to quit this frustrating star system and return to... There's the cathedral ship that brought me here. My companion Makari may still be on board. I must... He sort of...
Like warps away.
God, lost to me in warp space. It's not funny.
It actually kind of is.
That seems like out of place.
I know. Back on Earth.
Any last words before I strike you again?
Please, guys, I don't have time for this right now. I've got to stop these gremlins.
You wish for us to wait our turn to battle you? Is that it?
Well, yeah, it could even help me. Ah!
Ha!
Like rips his ponytail out. Oh, man. Look, guys with long hair really got it in the 90s. I mean, Nightwing had like a ponytail for a while. Then like the start of that first ongoing series, man, guy just like lops it off with a knife.
Superman? Had a ponytail for a while.
Mullet man, yeah. So yeah, Quasar goes bouncing after getting his hair ripped out. All right, that's it. I'm as proud as the next superhero, but it's time to call in reinforcements. Hey, Peggy, this is Quasar. I need...
We shall have none of that.
You idiot! Now you're making me mad.
Oh, what do you think, madness? I was left to die in a featureless void. A lesser mind would have gone mad. Know my pain, Quasar. Oh, you still stand?
I'm a lot tougher than you remember. I hadn't intended to let you die in the quantum zone, Sergei. I figured a genius like you would find the way out. But right now I'd give my left nostril to stick you back there.
Yet, let go of me. Neutron, I cannot break his grip. Assist me. Throw me outside the atmosphere so he can quantum jump once more.
I only wish.
I'm coming, Sergei.
Unhand me, Quasar.
Not a chance. You know what's ironic about all this, Prez? It's that our animosity is all based upon a misunderstanding.
You lie.
No, I don't. The first time we fought, you believed me to be a tool of a cosmic menace, thanks to some choice misinformation you were fed.
Were you to consult issues number 19, 20, and 24, you'd see Quasar's not just handing him a line. Meant copy M.
For my part, I mistook you for the cosmic assassin who gave you that misinformation. So this fight, like our last one, is all one big mistake. And he's thinking, gotta keep the presence distracted until I can figure out what to do with them. Just had an idea as he sees two hands coming through the clouds. Looking for your buddy? Yeah, because Neutron runs right into the presence stomach. Oh, then there's a big explosion. Whoa, didn't expect that. Newt punched a hole in his armor, causing a violent energy release. Prez has been blown right into me. Ugh. Hit a pile of antibodies who followed us up here, too. Can't seem to staunch the flow of energy from his chest. We're hurtling downward. Too much momentum build up. Can't stop. All I can do is try to avoid those power lines as they hit the ground. Quasar crawling out of crater. This really stinks.
It's not even funny.
I know. Huh? Who the?
Do you want who do you want, Matt, from the shock troop?
I just need a druid this time.
Yeah, I'll be the Dark Man ripoff next time.
Okay. Ooh. We are the shock troop.
Good grief. So it ends like a Charlie Brown cartoon. Good grief. Concluded next issue. And then in 2 issues we get the Quantum Bands.
Yes.
Oh yeah, before we get to feedback, I forgot. I think I sent you guys the picture, but yes, one of my anniversary presents from my wife, the Quasar figure.
The only Quasar action
I was going to say, not my favorite costume, but yeah, it's pretty much the only action figure, yeah.
Yep. Well, that's awesome.
And it's such a weird grouping. It's like, look for these other figures on the back. You figured they'd be like cosmic figures. It's Morbius, Rogue, and Hydro Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't stretch those connections out.
people who were big in the 90s? I don't.
I don't know. I mean, Morbius and Hydro Man have a Spider-Man connection.
Yeah.
Kinda.
I mean,
But that's very thin.
I was gonna say Morbius had his own series in the '90s. I mean, Rogue was big in the '90s, drawn by Jim Lee.
Yeah, I did like the Morbius series. I think that kind of launched around the Midnight Suns.
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
Yep.
Heck yeah! All right.
Yeah.
So, ready to hear some Ray feedback?
Yes.
Fire away.
Hey, Phil, Will, and Matt, this is Ray. Going to drop in some thoughts for
Ooh,
Quasar
5
number
minutes.
45, A Fistful of Quasar. I love the title. The main takeaway for me for this issue, I reckon, was the action. Shows that Grunwald can do good action as well. I mean, not that I really had any doubt, but his focus or the main appeal for me for him generally is his writing. But this was great. This had a lot of really fun action. Shows how I guess invincible or how resilient Quasar is with the Star Brand tattoo, but with that giant behemoth of a creature that kind of sprayed it out of Quagmire. That was really fun. I loved how it kept on multiplying, and every time he kind of Wendell bashed it, like a little piece came off and turned into another little creature. So that was fun to actually see him. It was impressive to see him lift the creature as well. Also, I really enjoyed the payoff, you can call it, with some previous issues. There are a fair few edited notes here. Will, you would have enjoyed having to say them all in very minuscule font, I must say as well, but had a look at them. Anyway, Sergei and Neutron, pretty fun to have them back and to have them kind of join forces to go against Quasar. I found it was pretty fun for them to track him. At first, I thought that Sergei had the better end of the deal as he was riding on the back of Neutron all the way, all that distance they had to travel. But I guess he was holding up his end of the bargain by locating the brainwaves and something of Quasar. So that was again little nifty details that Grunwald had put in there that made it quite enjoyable. Just kind of flicking through here, I thought the art was quite cool. Grant Meme, guest artist, and Dave and Dan Day. I think they did a really good job, especially with the look of Wendell, as well as everyone else. The use of the quantum zone by us seeing Sergei in there. What's he? What is he usually called?
The Presence.
Does he have a name other than the Presence? Yeah, I'll just call him Sergei. Anyway, Neutron was fun. I love his aesthetic again. First time I ever saw him was in the Marvel Handbook, but it's fun to see him there as well as previous issues. What was it? Issue 33, when Quasar kind of blipped him to another portion of the galaxy.
Oh, Neutron.
But a lot of fun. I don't know. There's not. I'm just quickly going through more shenanigans with Kayla and Holly. No more reveal as to who Holly actually is. I know you guys are keeping that card close to your chest.
Last page of 49, buddy.
Alien, I don't think Kayla would have any problem dealing with. I mean, she can come back to life, for heaven's sake. I'm sure she can deal with that very dodgy looking alien. A little bit of Kismet as well. Not much. I think she's just tailing them, isn't she?
Trying to.
So not much action there on her behalf.
It's not funny.
Oh yeah, the one you must have commented on this, guys. The impromptu haircut.
Yes.
So he loses his mullet. I was very disappointed with that. Neutron basically punches him while holding his hair. So still has his locks in his mitt when Quasar. But he's done a fine job. He looks like his hair's quite neat. So maybe Neutron can become a hairdresser if he fails at exacting vengeance. Anyway, just flicking through here. Nothing much other than, again, finally I was just really impressed with that large kind of meteor-esque explosion which shows again how durable Quasar is. Oh yeah, and the reveal at the end. Now, I don't know. Tell me that's not Jessica Drew, is it? If it is, then, or if it isn't, very similar costume. That's all I got to say. But I have no idea who these shock troops are. I'm going to assume he almost looks like Doctor Strange. Is it Dr. Druid?
Druid.
And Spider-Woman? Anyway, I guess I'll find out later on. Looking forward to your reading, guys. And yeah, keep it quantum.
I mean, is this when they like de-aged Dr. Druid? So yeah, Quasar loses the ponytail. Dr. Druid gets one.
Gets a ponytail. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the Shadow, what's her name?
Is it Shadow Lass or something? Here, I'm going to look up this group because I mean we're gonna get more with them next issue. But
yeah. Do they ever appear again?
I think what is it? Is it Blazing Skull or whoever the Skull is? I think he shows up in an issue of Captain America.
Okay. Well, that would make sense, Grimwald. So yeah.
What is it? Marvel Shock? Was it Shock Troop?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes. The first sentence: the short-lived group. Yeah, no kidding. Let's see. Yes, Defunct. Doctor Druid, Blazing Skull, Shadow Woman, and the Living Mummy, formed by Dr. Druid to battle supernatural evil. And this is their first appearance. So remember this for next episode too. The short-lived group known as the Shock Troop were formed by Dr. Druid. He used his powers of mesmerism to recruit the other members into joining his battle against... So what, did he hypnotize them into joining him? Very few adventures of the group are recorded before they apparently disbanded.
It looks like Quasar 45, 46, and Quasar 50 are their only appearances that I can find.
As a group, I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think the Skull showed up in it. Was it like Captain America? Was it like around 420 or something? Get another Grunwald thing, so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. The Shadow Woman is Jillian Woods. Yes, it's not Jessica Drew.
And I think there's an explanation for that outfit, but I don't remember what it is. We'll probably get it next issue.
I'm looking it up now. Her father abandoned his family as soon as she could. Woods left home and became a student at the University of San Francisco. Her interest in the occult drew her to a lecture by Dr. Druid, after which she felt compelled to approach him. I wonder why. Druid soon learned that her attraction was a holdover from a past life in King Arthur's time.
Wow. Okay.
When Druid was a princess and Woods an alchemist.
Okay.
The two soon became lovers. Oh, so he made her dress up like Spider-Woman. Okay. As well as mentor and student. Ew. During an essay of mystic items, Woods accidentally released a demon which slew her. Druid used a statue called the Bride of Sloroth to resurrect her, but the process left her linked to the Dark Force. To avoid causing anxiety and possibly to assuage his own guilt, Druid told her that the demon had caused her new powers and not that she had died. When Druid formed Shock Troop, Woods joined the team as Shadow Woman along with the Living Mummy and Skull the Slayer. On their first mission, yeah, they and Quasar, so this is their first mission. They found... Oh, the Druid put together another team, the Secret Defenders, and Woods was crawled... Yeah, okay. So I guess they show up in Secret Defenders after a while. Her, Dr. Druid, and I guess they teamed up with Luke Cage and Deadpool.
Okay.
They went after Malachi, who was trying to gather the scattered parts of the Mobius Stone at the Chicago Museum of Art. He tried to stop them by bringing paintings to life. Oh, boy.
Okay.
I guess Malachi almost killed Shadow Woman, but she escaped by using the shadows. Then they face Swarm. Let's see. Oh, did she make a Civil War? Did she make an appearance? Yeah, I guess she must have appeared in Secret War or Civil War. Woods hadn't been involved in the superhuman community for years and took no direct part in the Civil War, although her name appeared on a list of suspected anti-registration superpowered beings. She remained off the grid as a civilian living in Phoenix to avoid the hassles of the Registration Act, but she was unable to secure meaningful employment on her own. Agents of the Brand Corporation offered her a job in private security overseas. After a chance encounter with the Thunderbolts alongside Steel Spider and American Eagle, she took the company's offer immediately and fled the country to avoid further hassle by the Thunderbolts. And she was okay. Last thing, she was one of the many applicants to be the nanny to Luke Cage and Jessica Jones' daughter.
Okay.
So I guess that was her very last
nanny applicant. Wow, what a credit!
Yeah, that was her last appearance. Yeah, I guess is trying to become the nanny for Luke Cage and Jessica Jones' daughter. So yeah, sporadic appearances here and there. Ray, they show up here. They make like a quick cameo in 50, and then I guess a Secret Defenders run, and then
that's it.
Nothing on her until Civil War. But we can get into the other members next episode, too. But thoughts, gentlemen?
I'm still waiting to get the Quantum Bands back. I mean, I guess part of it is
2 weeks.
I felt like him not having the Quantum Bands was just so drawn out back when I was reading it, you know?
Yeah, well, you had to wait month to month, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
it just hit me. It just hit me. It's one of those stories where, like, somebody has to get used to different powers. You know, it's like when Superman got changed into electricity.
Mm-hmm. Electric blue and red. Superman red and Superman blue.
Well, yeah, he was just blue, and then he got split into red and blue, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like the art's was kind of inconsistent over the last few issues. So
what the hell?
It's still good, but it's not the heights that it was.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what hurt this series was when the art started getting inconsistent, and then I think Star Blast is gonna really hurt it.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, there was only like 4 artists until we hit 40, right?
Then they went nuts, yeah.
And then boom, we're getting different artists every couple of issues. It seems like. But what do you think, Matt?
Yeah, I sort of echo those comments. It's a bit of a holdover issue. I mean, you get to see a continuation of a fight, and then a fight against 2 sort of shoehorned in opponents from his past, and a little bit of the ongoing Kayla Kismet back
road trip.
Yeah. Excellent adventure, bogus journey, and but whatever. I mean, it's fun. It goes by fast, but it's I think at the time it probably just kind of alluded to what Will was saying earlier. Just makes you want to get the Quantum Bands back even more, and it leaves you with a little bit of excitement at the end. First of all, with this whole new contingency of villains, presumably. And the fact that it says it's going to be concluded. Is everything going to be concluded? Or just this thing with the, this band of opponents? But, yeah.
See, I had forgotten about a lot of, not necessarily what had happened. I just didn't realize that it had taken this many issues.
Yeah.
I thought he got his bands back sooner, but it's going to be 47 until he gets the bands back, and that's the Thunderstrike cover, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Seriously, I told Ray he should read the Thunderstrike series, so maybe that, if he hasn't yet, maybe that'll spur him after we do 47 and 48. But yeah, I mean, playing off what Matt was saying before, Quasar gets attacked by, the Colossus cosplayer and C3 Zemo.
Nice.
And then
wait, Matt, you have to say "niet" for us.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
I did learn a very little bit of Russian. I briefly had a very strange friendship with this when I returned from a long trip from Europe a while back. I was going to see a band at a show, and this kid who was in front of me in line showed his passport to get in, and as an ID form, and I asked him, I'm like, "Oh, are you from Europe?" He goes, "No, Russia." And I was like, "Oh, wow." Because I don't think I've ever met anyone from Russia before. And he was from what's the Siberia, which is
Wow.
And it was funny because I was like, well, what are you doing here? It's like, I came to work for a Polish construction company, and they went out of business the week I got here. I was like, is this a joke? And I ended up like becoming friends with them and getting them a job and like helping them find like a new apartment and stuff. It was pretty cool. Andre.
I thought he was setting us up for a joke.
Yeah, he even did like a stand-up comedy set, and it was really weird. But
I thought you were setting us up for a joke when you said Polish construction company.
Yeah, well, they specialized in making screen doors for battleships. Is that that one? But yeah, I learned a couple of Russian things. Privyet and Baka means hello and goodbye. And I would try to memorize it by singing, "You say privyet, I say Baka," like the Beatles song.
Nice.
Yeah, so I know like 3 Russian words.
Now I will teach you English.
See you later, bunkies.
Yeah, you learned some. I tried to explain what's okay, and I had to go to a Red Sox game, and I thought I did a really good job of explaining how baseball is played.
Oh, no.
So I talked for like 15 minutes straight, and then the first thing he just looks at me and points to the pitcher and goes, "But what is he doing?" So I didn't explain pitching. I explained everything else.
No.
Try to explain baseball is complicated.
No. American baseball unnatural. Man with 4 balls cannot walk. Hey, man! I think this podcast taught Ray English. Come on.
Yeah.
That's how he learned it from his native Australian.
Down the gob.
Lift elevator.
I know. That's right. On Sunday we were doing Scarlet Spider. Yeah, we were talking about an elevator, and he just all of a sudden he's like, "Down the lift." I was like, "Oh yeah."
The big bazooka.
All right. Anything else on this one, boys?
No,
I got nothing.
All right. So yes, next time Quasar, Shock Troop, Presence, Neutron, and those pesky antibodies. I just hate
Probably more Kayla.
Yeah.
And HD.
I hate the present. I hate the presence just because of what comes later.
He's annoying.
Number 60. Yeah. All right. But yes, send us your thoughts. Read next week's issue. It'll be our last bandless issue. So email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow the Quantum Zone on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Follow all the Capes and Lunatics stuff. Follow one convenient place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. And remember to support the sponsors, Tweaked Audio, Hunt a Killer, Pod Life the Book, Volume 1, now in digital and paperback. And when you go on Amazon, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Because please help us support this show, the network, and Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Go back and look at my history, and you will find out I am right so much more often than I'm wrong. Mark my words.
Matt Kona, where can people find you?
You can find me at
Teaching
the Russian delegation of Boston, welcoming new visitors at recently closed down Polish construction sites. Or you can find me all across social media platforms at Matt Kona, MATTKONA.
It's got to be longer. I need a full-length one.
That was a long plug, right?
I know. All right. The Duke, Will Allred, where can people find you online?
You can find me at WALLRED, Gmail and Twitter and Facebook and probably Instagram, although I don't think I ever checked that. But you can also find my self-published comic, Diary of Night, at diaryofnight.com.
Pick it up.
And
I said pick it up. It's very good.
Thank you. And there's all kinds of cool stuff about Quasar at the Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org.
I'll put it in my navel.
Exactly.
Yes. All right. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Come back next time. The shock troop showed up for a menace that really, well, it really isn't that supernatural, is it?
No, but it does involve Dark Force. So
True, I guess. Technicality.
Then why aren't they over in the New Warriors as well?
Question.
Maybe that's why they went out of business so quick. It's like, Doctor Strange got here already.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, Doctor Strange. I just can't wait till Ray finds out who Holly is, so if he can tell us if it was worth the wait or not.
Yeah.
Well, after 50, we'll see if it was worth the wait or not.
I still just love his reaction to finding out
what the F. I know. I know. All right, everyone. Join us next time. Remember, Quantum Zoners, keep it Dark Force.